Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access. And today's topic, hit that like and subscribe button before we get into it. But today's topic, should the New York Giants re-sign Saquon Barkley after this 2022 season if he continues on the pace that he's continuing being the leading rusher in the league? A lot of Giants fans are torn on this subject because Saquon Barkley is a polarizing figure for the New York Giants right now. He's our best player. He's probably the best running back in the league. In my eyes, he's the best running back in the league. A lot of people say Nick Chubb, but I think Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the league when healthy. So this question comes up because Saquon Barkley, as we all know, is an unrestricted free agent after this 2022 campaign, and he's going to be looking to be compensated after this season. Now, will he go to the drawing table being greedy or anything like that? No, he loves the New York Giants, but he will not be underpaid. And so the question comes up, should the New York Giants sign Saquon Barkley after this season? So, you know what we do here, man. We bring out articles and everything for you guys. So let's head to the media room and let's look at an article and see what they have to say. Now, this article was done by Brad Gannon of Twitter, and this is on Bleacher Report. You guys can go to Bleacher Report and look at the article for yourselves if you want to, but you get it right here on New York Giants Full Access. Now, this article says Giants can't be fooled into re-signing Saquon Barkley regardless of 2022 performance. I'm going to say this again. The Giants cannot be fooled into re-signing Saquon Barkley regardless of 2022 performance. Can't talk today. So let's see why they say the Giants can't be fooled into signing. Here we go. It says Saquon Barkley is back, and his resurgence thus far in 2022 is the primary driver behind the New York Giants 3-1 mark this season. The 2018 number 2 overall pick leads the NFL with 463 yards rushing and 570 yards scrimmage yards. So he's leading in rushing and scrimmage yards. No other player in football has hit the 500-yard mark in that metric. So no other player in the entire league has hit the 500-yard mark in all-purpose yards. The good news for the Giants, Barkley is doing that on a reasonable cost at $7.2 million in 2022. The bad news for the Giants is they can't expect that in 2023 or beyond. Even if the 25-year-old remains relatively healthy and super productive for the remainder of the season, re-signing him to what would be a lucrative long-term deal at the conclusion of his 5-year rookie contract would be a mistake. So signing Saquon Barkley, according to this article, will be a mistake for the Giants. Let's move on. He's going to give reasons why. Why? Well, for starters, the precedents indicate that even if Barkley keeps this up in 2022, it won't be enough for a team like the Giants to make a deep playoff run. Once again, they diss us. If that doesn't happen with a dominant back at his best, what's the point in repeating that? Even the best running backs are rarely difference makers in this era, and at least one desperate team will surely give Barkley difference maker level money next offseason. That desperate team might be willing to sacrifice the long-term future and might see a player like Barkley as a final piece to a Super Bowl puzzle. Fine, but the Giants aren't even on the brink of being in a position that like that. It's all relative. But even if Barkley continues to crush this year and the G-Men decide he can help them win a Super Bowl in 2023, 2024, or beyond, the odds are against that happening simply because he'll be a running back in his late 20s who cannot remain healthy for much of his first four seasons in the NFL. It was an ankle in 2019, a torn ACL in 2020, and another ankle injury in 2021. Altogether, 21 games lost, and he rarely looked like his 2018 Offensive Rookie of the Year self in those seasons. Right now, he's finally healthy enough to shine again, but the odds are stacked against him long term. Of course, with 5 seasons under his belt, that would be the case regardless of his injury history. It's no secret that running backs don't often hold up in this era. Just look at recent standout backs. Le'Veon Bell peaked at 24 and 25. Ditto for Todd Gurley. Chris Johnson faded after his All-Pro campaign at 24. Maurice Jones-Drew at 26. Derrick Henry, best season came at 26, while Dalvin Cook's top performance came at 25. And of course, there's Ezekiel Elliott, who tore up the league in his first 3 professional seasons. 6 years, $90 million contract with more than $50 million guaranteed at the beginning of year 4, and has since just averaged 4.2 yards per carry while earning just 1 Pro Bowl nod over a 3+ year span. Now, the Cowboys surely regret extending Elliott, and he has become less productive than Tony Pollard, his backup. And they go further. They said that will put a damper to the start of the Giants if they re-sign Saquon Barkley to a lucrative contract. Okay, so that's his reasons why. Let's head back to the main studio. So their reasons why is don't sign Saquon Barkley because running backs don't last, positional value, running backs are not a key part to going to the playoffs or the Super Bowl, and they basically betting against Barkley to turn back to injury riddle after this 2022 season. So those are the reasons why they say don't sign him. And you know I'm going to talk my talk no matter what you thought, and I say shove it. Saquon Barkley means more to this team than any of those running backs that were mentioned. Todd Gurley was the focal point to the Rams making it to a Super Bowl. Ezekiel Elliott was the reason why the Cowboys were good those years. Derrick Henry still the only reason why you watch the Titans. Dalvin Cook makes that Vikings offense even more dangerous because of the weapons that they have. Maurice Jones-Drew, you really gonna go back that far? Okay. Chris Johnson was a monster when he played. He got hurt. Okay, you could say that. Running backs don't last, blase, blase, blase. But none of those running backs meant to their teams to what Saquon Barkley means to this team. He's a Bronx native. He's a captain on this team. He's a leader on this team. He's the engine that makes this team go. You can scheme around Saquon Barkley. He's great in the passing game. He's great in the run game. He's blocking a little bit better. And he's going to come back, and he loves New York to death. He does not want to play anywhere else. And why would you let him play anywhere else? Saquon Barkley has shown that he is a franchise player. He leads the league in rushing yards and yards from scrimmage. He's the only player in the league as of right now that has over 500 yards of scrimmage yards. I told you guys, Mr. All-Purpose. Saquon Barkley means so much to this team. You release Saquon Barkley or let Saquon Barkley walk, you rip the heart out of this team. There's plenty of reasons why you keep Saquon Barkley, and there's plenty of reasons why you give him the $17 to $18 million a year, because he means that much to this damn team. You have Saquon Barkley on that field. We put some receivers out there, even if we have to get a new quarterback, because everybody wants DJ gone. Even if we get a new quarterback, what's better for a new quarterback than have the best running back in the league that he could turn around and hand that ball to? We are 0-4 without Saquon Barkley. And you and these reports, oh, positional value. What the hell does that mean? That has nothing to do with his value to the team. His value to this New York Giants franchise is priceless. Mara knows that. Dabo knows that. Dabo, when they were over there with Buffalo, all they said is, man, we just want a dominant running back. We want a dominant running back. We want a dominant running back. So you mean to tell me he's going to let Saquon Barkley walk when he fell into his lap? What do you think this team is going to do without Saquon Barkley in that backfield? You do all this, you get offensive linemen, you get some receivers, and then you get rid of your best player? Y'all make it make sense to me. That's why I don't listen to the media. The media tells you anything. But, hey, send them to the Bills. If positional value was that much, why would the Bills want him? Why would any team ready to make a Super Bowl run would want Saquon Barkley? Remember, running backs don't matter, right? So why would they clamor for Saquon Barkley if running backs don't matter? Can you answer me that? Stop listening to the BS this media puts out there. Saquon Barkley means to the Giants, he means everything to the Giants right now. And moving forward, you're going to get rid of a hometown kid that came back off of injuries and told everybody that I was going to ball out, and he's the league leading rusher and from yards from scrimmage? You're going to get rid of an all-pro running back after this year? An all-pro running back, you're going to get rid of him. But you would give money to a receiver that's not even in the top 10. You give money to a quarterback that's not even a top 10 at his position. Teams do it all the time. But you are not willing to pay an all-pro running back that bleeds New York Giant blue, that's a hometown native, and the best running back in the league, probably going to lead the league in rushing and yards from scrimmage, and you just going to let him walk? What the hell is wrong with y'all? Bad decision. You pay Saquon Barkley, and we move forward, and we build this team around Saquon Barkley moving forward. And that's the end of that. Any conversation of not having Saquon Barkley on this team, I don't care if it's a trade, letting him walk, it's ignorant to me. That dude means everything to this team right now. And he's going to mean everything to this team moving forward. You keep Saquon Barkley. You keep your all-pro running back. You keep the best running back in the league. You keep the heart and soul of your team. And you move forward. If you have to pay him, pay the man. And let's move forward. But these articles, these people be writing, and these fans just eat it up. Yeah, we should get rid of Saquon Barkley after this year. Running backs don't matter. Bull crap. But hey, they're going to do what they feel is best for the New York Giants, and I'm going to go along with it. I'm a New York Giants fan, but in my eyes, what's best for the New York Giants is Saquon Barkley, Android 26, Mr. All-Purpose, captain, leader, heart and soul of this team, best running back in the league, all-pro running back, leading the league in rushing, leading the league in scrimmage yards, and the list just keeps going on and on and on. You keep that man on this team, and we move forward. Saquon Barkley needs to be a New York Giant for life, and he will be. But this has been New York Giants Full Access. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that join button if you want to talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk and become a member of the Big Blue Crew. And get special perks, the What Are You Doing episodes, film reviews, special Black Madden episodes. All that's coming to my subscribers that join the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in, and you already know what it is. Until the next episode, Peace. This has been a Big Blue Crew production.